Scorpio, welcome to your January 2023 message. I am so excited to be here and I am so grateful for you. So let's go ahead and dive right into your January message. We are starting off with gathering around the power of community, no place like home, and the initiation. Okay, all right. So Scorpio, here's what I'm seeing for you. I feel this month is really, you're going to be experiencing a little bit of change that is going to make you feel a little uncomfortable. And I feel that this is where you're needing to learn to embrace vulnerability. The thing with no place like home is that a lot of times when we feel a little insecure or we lack a little bit of confidence, the only place that we feel at home is within ourselves. And maybe this is a way that you're needing to really understand how you feel at home with yourself, right? So if you're not feeling at home with yourself right now, or you feel like you're just not in the right headspace, or maybe you're not, in the right, emotional space, this is where you're needing to embrace the vulnerability and the uncomfortableness that's ever present this month. And maybe that means that you're going to have to start, maybe looking at other individuals, maybe looking at a community, maybe looking at a group of friends that might be able to help you, maybe looking into groups that are experiencing the same kind of thing here. Because I feel like what you are experiencing right now is massive change. And sometimes change can be very uncomfortable, especially when we feel like the change is being forced upon us, right? I feel that overall, I feel like what Spirit is really saying is that as you're going through this change and you're embarking upon this sense of vulnerability and this uncomfortableness, you're basically going through this initiation process of a rebirth. And this is where you need to sort of maybe gather around individuals that sort of help you learn to find courage, or help you, become more self-empowered, or give you a sense of love or nurturing or support, right? This is a time for you to really gather around those individuals and really allow them to sort of help you through this process as you navigate and come back into a sense of self. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive right into your tarot here to see what else Spirit has for us this month. Okay, so right off the bat, we have the World in reversed. So what this is really saying here, Scorpio, is that I feel like you've sort of been in this transition space, this transformation space for a while. And I feel like you've kind of isolated yourself. And so this is why you just feel like you're not at home with yourself. You feel alone. And you're alone because you've kind of put yourself in that space of being alone. It is giving you a sense of comfort. I will admit that here with the King of Pentacles. It's made you feel very secure because you're trusting in yourself to provide you with what you need. And that's a great thing. But I feel that ultimately what you're being asked to do is maybe, other people can sort of, other people who are experiencing the same kind of things as you could ultimately benefit from your experience, your knowledge, right? I feel that when a community of individuals who are going through the same thing come together and they share their experiences, they share their ups and their downs, they learn from each other. They're able to heal that much quicker, and they're able to have a greater sense of self within themselves because they recognize that they're not alone, that there's someone else out there that is going through the same thing, and that someone else can relate to their experiences. And so I feel that maybe the vulnerability that you feel is really sharing with other individuals what you're going through, maybe because it's really personal. But understand that, it's really about you recognizing here, Scorpio, that it's not just about you. It's about the whole. It's about the collective as a whole. And I feel like this experience is really sort of helping you see the bigger picture, right? Like helping you understand this rebirth that you're kind of going through here. So now we have the King of Swords. Okay, so I feel that you're ultimately gaining a lot of insight and a lot of wisdom, right? You're seeing the bigger picture, right? You're understanding that where you are right now is in a space that you're needing to sort of move past, right? So it's like when we go through an initiation process, right, where the initiation process is really unbecoming who we were to become who we are. And sometimes that can be very difficult, right? The King of Swords utilizes his intellect and his intuition to guide him. Now, here's what I want to point out. Because you are a Scorpio, the dishonesty and the lying, the cheating, the stealing, like the shadow aspect coming up does not surprise me at all. But here's the thing. I feel that if you constantly tell yourself here, Scorpio, that all you're going to experience is the lies, the cheating, the dishonesty in being a part of a community, then that's all you're going to experience. And I feel that by it coming up in the reading, it's really wanting you to be aware here, Scorpio, that this is something you're needing to call attention to, right? Recognize that you're creating this by continuing to state this out loud, right? And this is why you haven't completed this, because I feel like you're stuck. It's almost like you're in your home. For you, this is sort of like a safe space, but you're very uncomfortable in this safe space because it doesn't feel like it once used to feel, right? And I feel that's because you have this higher sense of understanding that's sort of coming in, and it's trying to push you in this other direction. But it's like, you're like, but if I do that, then I'm going to experience all of the things that I've already experienced. And I don't want to do that again. Right? So the lying, the cheating, the dishonesty, you feel people are going to take advantage of you. You feel people are going to steal from you, and they're not going to be authentic with you. But the question you have to ask yourself is, are you being authentic with you? So let's dive a little deeper here, Scorpio. So here we have justice, right? Okay. So with that question, are you being honest with you? Now brings us up to the law of cause and effect, right? We have to balance out the scales somehow, right? And maybe the reason why you constantly feel like people are going to take from you, right? Or going to steal from you is because maybe you've had previous experiences that have always pointed to that direction, right? But you're anticipating that direction. And I want you to understand that maybe Spirit's telling you, by you allowing yourself to sort of come into alignment with the community, to have different experiences, you can balance out this karma that you've sort of been building for yourself for quite some time, right? Next, we have the Six of Inspirations, which is the Six of Wands. So again, this is about, recognizing your worth and your value. So the question you have to ask yourself is, if you believe that you have this great sense of knowledge and you have wisdom that you can share with other individuals, and you feel that you can offer someone something, then why wouldn't you want to shine light on that? Why wouldn't you want to share that with other people? And maybe the question really is, do you feel worthy enough to do that? Because maybe the reason why you haven't, come out of this shell is because you don't feel that you're worthy. And maybe that's where this sense of, betrayal actually stems from a place of unworthiness here, Scorpio. Next, we have the Eight of Inspiration. So this is about you needing to move forward, right? You're needing to communicate your needs and your desires to yourself, but also to others, right? And I feel that in order, because here's the thing, I feel that you're wanting to move forward, but your past is continuously pulling you back. It's constantly pulling you back towards that old belief, right? That old law of cause and effect, to this dishonesty, this disloyalty, and I can't trust people because people have always deceived me in some form or fashion. They've betrayed me, they've disappointed me, right? And so ultimately, you're needing to sort of, it's almost like you're needing to change the story, okay? I ultimately feel that's what you're needing to do. You're needing to change the story here, Scorpio. So you're needing to change the story here, Scorpio. You're needing to change the story of what those past experiences have been in order for you to be able to create the newer reality, right? So now we have the Eight of Materials. So this is about, okay, this is about you learning to master the uncomfortability that you feel in your life, right? Here's the thing, you have to work towards this. Understand that you're not going to automatically have all of the answers here. You're not going to here, Scorpio. The fact that you have two eights, I feel that this is what this is saying, is that you are abundant. You are worthy of having of being able to have these newer experiences of walking through a threshold and experiencing newer things when it comes to relationships or experiences in life in general. You're going to have to work towards it. But I feel that the more that you work on it, the more that you sort of point your intention towards it, the more you will be able to understand it and to see it and to truly move towards this new experience. And next we have the Ace of Voices. So this is the Ace of Swords. This is about clarity. This is about truth, right? This is about you experiencing a new beginning when you cross that threshold here. And this is ultimately what your January message is. Now, with the sun, with the moon here, what this is really saying is that it's time that you face all of the insecurities, that you face all of your emotions and the illusions that have kept you stuck and isolated inside your own personal home where you feel uncomfortable, right? So this is what you're needing to truly understand here, Scorpio. I feel that, I feel that you are going to rise above. And I feel that, and here's the thing, Scorpio, you know this. You know this is exactly what you need to do, but you haven't really taken steps towards it. And I feel that this is because this is shadow work that you're really needing to do. You're needing to unveil all of the secrets that your intuition has already revealed to you. What needs to be done. The thing is you're just not shining the light on it and you're not doing the work. And what you need to do is do the work. Because this is about you learning to master yourself here, Scorpio. So this is what January is going to be for you. I feel that January is really going to be about you learning to overcome yourself and sort of blossom into this. Again, it's about unbecoming who you were so that you can become who you are. So Scorpio, this is your message this month. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I cannot wait to see you next month. Bye, guys.